When planning our route to engagement, it's easy yet dangerous to take the path of competing for the audience's attention versus the path of attracting attention. I'm Ben Morsum, and this is Engagement Decoded, where I share insights and tips on how to better, more effectively navigate engagement with audiences so you can stop guessing and fight for the attention of those you want to connect with. There are really only two ways to capture attention of audiences. You either compete for it or you attract it. When I was first exposed to the world of experience design and events, I noticed the industry was built on the notion primarily of competing for attention. Let's throw as much as we can at the audience. Loud music, flashing lights, fireworks, high energy videos, entertainment, as much stimulus and creative as possible. Competing is not always a bad thing, as long as you know the risks. Think of walking down the Las Vegas Strip, where casinos and shows are competing for your attention and your wallet, of course, by the time you get to your hotel room, without physically engaging in anything. I'm sure you know what that feels like. When planning our route to engagement, it's easy yet dangerous to take the path of competing for the audience's attention versus the path of attracting attention. This method of competing for engagement often creates a lot of energy in the moment, but never take your eyes off of the downstream KPIs or results or outcomes that you need from your experience. People may have enjoyed hearing that celebrity speaker or participated in the Q&A and even posted more online on their socials, but did you get that lasting change? In fact, through our experience audits and our research, we found that competing can actually have an adverse effect on audiences from what you actually hope for. Let me tell you a little story about a pharma health science company that was struggling to capture more mindshare and interaction with their important customers during a global medical congress. This company's lead competitor was outgunning them for the attention right next door to them in the congress. Why? Because they had bigger budgets to spend and invest in this event, and we're willing to do that. Our work first began with what we call an experience audit, where we look at the full experience from the cognitive perspective of the customer and their journey. What this research-based approach led us to was almost the opposite to that of the competition, the traditional approach that most were delivering within this Congress experience. Ultimately, designing a refreshing, welcoming, and Zen-like experience that became a natural draw for the customers. To create an oasis within the noise was what we actually achieved, because we understood the mindset of the physicians and the customers that were attending this Congress. They were arriving already fatigued. They would have to use significant mental energy just to focus and engage with other companies. And this would cause them to seek that restoration that I mentioned. So we engineered an approach that would attract them by creating a space they would end up seeking out and end up spending more time in, naturally, not just from the design, but even the way the staff interacted within the space to create what we called cognitive resonance, where the experience resonates in a way that is balanced with their cognitive state, as it is not just what you do to engage, but what you do to make it easier for the customer to engage. Over the next 2 years, the result was a significant increase in customer visits and the double of time spent in the space for greater exchange of value between the customers and the company. Measurements showed more positive association, improved memory and retention, and overall greater satisfaction of the customer. Thanks for joining me for another episode of Engagement Decoded. Do you want to learn more? Hit that subscribe button below and never miss an episode to learn how to increase engagement with your audience. I'm Ben Morsum, and thank you for watching.